Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here with Crafty Mama. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. What I'm going to do today is I am going to show you guys how to use and work with Infusible ink in my craft group on Facebook called Crafty Mamas. I've had a couple people ask me about Infusible ink just because they're not able to get a hold of a printer right now to convert for sublimation. So they were asking me if Infusible ink could be used like instead of sublimation. And there was a lot of questions around that because a lot of people want to get into sublimation but can't find the printers right now because they're in such high demand. So what I'm going to talk about today is the differences between Infusible ink and sublimation. Can Infusible ink be a replacement for sublimation? And how do you apply it? How does it work? How does it feel on the shirt? All of those questions I'm going to go ahead and get answered for you today. I'm going to be working with this little simple image here, Progress Over Perfection. And I'm in Cricut Design Space. And this was just, I think I made this in Cricut Design Space just real quick with like a text. I used the text to write this. I used a font that's inside of Cricut. And then I created this line with the box and just made it smaller. And then we're gonna go over here to make it. Now with sublimation, you do wanna make sure that you mirror your image. If you're in silhouette, the same thing, it's gonna be a cut image. Make sure you mirror it. If your settings are not already, well, with the cut image, you're gonna have to mirror it regardless. I believe the print settings would only work if you were like printing an image, not cutting an image. We are going to be cutting this image versus printing it through the printer. When you buy the transfer sheets, the Infusible ink transfer sheets, it comes in a roll, kind of like vinyl, a 12 by 12 roll. I'm sure you can buy them bigger, but the one that I have is a 12 by 12 sheet, and you put it on your mat just like you would vinyl. And I'll show you all of this. I'm just showing you the software right now. So you want to make sure that you mirror it, place it on your mat however you want it to cut. We're going to go to continue, and we're waiting for the machine to connect, and then you are going to look up Infusible ink, and here it is. Here you're going to click it and click done, and then notice how even right here it tells you to make sure mirror is turned on and your material is inked side up. So make sure you mirror. That's one similarity between Infusible ink and sublimation. Your image does have to be mirrored, and the ink side is going to be up on your mat, and I'll show you that. But I'm going to go ahead and get this cut out, and then I will come back and show you how it looks on the mat. Okay guys, so I'm back here, and I'm just going to show you how the Infusible ink looks in the box. This is the box here. It's the Cricut Infusible ink, and I have, let's see, cabbage rose. So mine is the pattern, it's a pink, and then it has this flower looking pattern as well. These are the two sheets that are inside the box. And then right on the box it tells you that it's heat activated at 400 degrees. So we will be pressing this on 400 degrees. And there's another similarity with Infusible ink and sublimation. When you're doing shirts, you typically sublimate with 400 degrees. So that's also a similarity between the two. And then I will go ahead and take it out the box here and show you how you're supposed to place it on your mat. I have a the Cricut standard grip 12 by 12 mat. And it comes inside this little black pouch. We're just going to take it out of here. Okay, and then another similarity I'm already noticing is the dullness in the color. So this is the color of the box. This is the color of the roll. And Sublimation is very, very similar. When you go to print off your image, it prints off really, really dull. And when it becomes activated by the heat, the color gets very vibrant. So that's another similarity I'm noticing between the Infusible ink and the Sublimation, is that this pink is not as dark as the one that they have shown on the box. So I'm assuming when I put it on the shirt, because I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I haven't used it before. I tried to use blue Infusible ink on a black shirt to make for my husband. I did learn you cannot use Infusible ink on dark fabrics, just like Sublimation, because it didn't work. And that was a couple months ago I tried it, before I got my Sublimation printer. So you cannot use Infusible ink on dark colors, just like Sublimation. And these two colors are definitely different. So like I said, I'm going to assume once I get this on the shirt, it'll brighten up. And then it says the ink side up. This pink side is the inked side. This is the transfer sheet. It said ink side up. So this is how we're going to place it on our mats. Okay. I'm going to cut it after, I don't need this whole sheet. I'll just trim it once I get it cut. So here it is on the mat. I'm going to go ahead and get this into my Cricut machine and cut, and I will be back to show you the rest of the shirt. Okay, so I'm back here and I do have my image cut and weeded here. This is the progress over perfection, and remember we had to mirror it. So it's gonna go down like this, and this is the ink side, and I have my shirt already prepped here, and I am gonna treat it. This is going to be on a Gildan Performance shirt, which is 100% polyester. This is, anytime I do sublimation, this is the shirt that I use. So all the vibrant colors that I get, this is the same exact shirt. So we're testing it to see if I get the same type of colors. And then I inserted my butcher paper inside the shirt so that, you know, there's no bleeding to the back of the shirt. I did my lint roller, and then I did like a 10-second pre-press. My heat press is at 400 degrees, and then we are going to go ahead and press this for 60 seconds. So I'm just going to go ahead and place this down. And then I'm going to take a piece of paper here. This is just going to be some craft paper. This is to protect my plate, to make sure there's no ink that goes there. And I'm going to place that over it. And then we are going to press 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can think of anything else between Infusible ink and sublimation. So here's a shirt that is sublimated on. So I will hold them next to each other to see the color difference, and it is the same shirt, which is the Gildan Performance, the 100% polyester. I do get these from jiffyshirts.com. I think I said that in my last video. They're very similar. One huge difference between Infusible ink and sublimation is going to be that the Infusible ink, because they come in single ink colored sheets, you're not going to be able, like, you can't do a pattern like this or a, you know, an image like this with Infusible ink because there's too many colors. Like I showed you, it comes in one sheet. It comes in one color sheet. So you're not going to be able to do pictures like this with Infusible ink. It's going to have to be something, you know, really simple and easy like this. The progress over perfection. It's going to have to be like that. Oh wow, that looks really, really, really vibrant. And these pieces are the paper that was carrying the ink. So the ink left from these pieces of paper and stayed onto the shirt. So when you pull up your transfer sheet, the little, it's like cardboard pieces almost, or cardstock pieces. The ink should be gone. The pink ink should be gone off of here. And then that comes off your shirt. And then what's left on your shirt is just the ink. Okay, and we didn't have anything bleed through. And here is the shirt. This actually looks really vibrant. Really, really bright. And it's just like sublimation, it's infused into the shirt. It's not like vinyl, you can't feel it. It's been infused into the shirt. So it does look really, really vibrant. Okay, let me hold them next to each other to compare. Let me see if I can find pink in the shirt. Here it is. So here's some pink next to each other. I will still say that I'm a fan of sublimation, just because you're able to do images like this. But this is not bad either. If you're doing like a simple shirt, something that's just a phrase or some letters, or maybe, you know, if you're doing like, I don't know, a red heart, you could get the red infusible ink and do it. Infusible ink is good for simple projects like this. So yeah, I would definitely, if I wasn't able to get a hold of a sublimation printer, if I just had a simple project I had to do, or I wanted to add maybe like a red heart to some black vinyl, like I have a phrase, maybe put the red heart in infusible ink, and you know, the rest of it, or you could do the whole thing. You could even, when you're doing, you know how when you're doing vinyl, if you wanted to do these in pink vinyl and you wanted this line to be, I don't know, black, you would take your pieces of vinyl and you would cut this and this separate from the line, and then you would just piece it together when you put it on the shirt. You could do that with the infusible ink as well, just in different pieces. So if you wanted to do, you know, progress in red and perfection in black, then you would just cut a piece in red, cut a piece in black, and then put it together on your shirt the same way you would do vinyl. So you have a little bit of versatility with it. You just can't do, like I said, you just can't do images like this. But you can play with it the same way, or treat it the same way you would vinyl, except it's just going to infuse into the shirt versus, you know, how you can feel vinyl. So that is all I have for this video, guys. I think I answered all the questions. If I didn't, drop them down below and I'll try to get them answered for you. If you have any video recommendations for me, go ahead and drop those down below and I'll try to get them out for you. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Bye, guys.